Hello. Whoops. I adjusted my desktop audio accidentally. Uh, how's it going, everyone? You can kind of get a little peek into my kitchen. Oh no, my kitchen! So today, I had already started an object here, and this is actually already the low poly and everything. Hey, Seth, how's it going? Um, but I might do a new bake just because if we go over here and look at the retopo and look at the UVs, I was thinking of putting the rug on its own UV or something, maybe? Maybe? I don't know. Hey Bangs, how's it going? If I did miss a notification, I apologize. Cool, yeah. So I was thinking maybe today I'll just focus on texturing, but it looks like I'm going to need to do a bit of a larger bake. And also, I'm not sure why that's happening. So I'm going to take a look at the UVs and see why that's happening. But as you can see, my computer does not like running this. So let's see. For some reason, the edge loops and stuff aren't showing up in here. So what I think it is actually is, let's take a little zoom in here. Yeah. Maybe if I just relax this a bit. I'll fix that. And let's relax this one a little bit too. That should fix it. Let's see if there's any other... Basically, I'm just looking for any kind of strange errors. We have one right here. I'm not sure what's causing that one either. Kind of fake errors. Yeah, I really don't know what's causing that one. Oh. Baking as a separate item. Well, it should be. So I've got table leg, tabletop, and table leg. Oh, wait, no. That actually could be it right there. So I'm actually going to go in here and I'm going to go to table leg and we're going to make a separate... Oh, I don't know if I can do that. Because I think what's going on is the bake can't quite reach in that little crevice there. But I could go into my geometry here and basically just cut this top part out. So here, let's see, table leg. I'm gonna try going back into... every time I use 3D Code on my home computer, I'm just like, oh my god, it doesn't want to run. So, also, I'm ahead of the curve as far as 3 December goes, because I did double one day. So I have more models than days, so. Okay, so what I want to do now is I want to say this is table leg tap. And we're going to cut off the bottom right here. And it's going to take a while. Yeah. More models than days, yes. And then table leg. And I'm going to cut off the top. That should be right, I think. Yeah, I do have freelance that's coming up, and that's kind of the reason I did the double duty. Okay, let me go back to Retopo now. So now basically what I want to do is I want to make a new layer, and this one's going to be table, leg, top. And the reason I'm doing this is because... Oops. Why is... Oops. I want it to bake, to do a better bake. And I think this will do this. Oh gosh, my computer does not want to do these things. And then I'm just gonna put it into this table leg top folder. So now this should be, yeah. So that piece is there. I don't think oh, maybe I should unwrap again. So I'm gonna unwrap. Whoa, what happened here? I don't even know what that is. Huh. Yeah, it's definitely time to upgrade some things. I don't know what that little edge is. Oh, wait. Oh, I know what it is. It is mark seams. Yeah, it's definitely time to upgrade some things. Huh. Won't let me do it right now. No. Trying to find where that little slice comes from. Well, it's not there in this one. Yeah, I don't know. There it was, find it. Okay, so it is that base piece. And unwrap again. Oh, it's still there. For some reason it's not letting me unmark this seam. Let's try unwrapping. Weird. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Oh, maybe because I have symmetry on? What? We don't want symmetry on. Weird. I don't know what's going on. Oh, here. There we go. Somehow this got attached onto here. Wow, this is barely running. I think once I get it baked out to a smaller thing, I think it should be fine. We'll see. And relax that a bit. Wait, what? Something's acting weird. Let's try this again. There we go. So what I'm going to do is relaxing the UVs onto the object itself. I don't know why I was doing that. Oh, I didn't want to cut that. Let's go to rug. And unwrap again, because I messed up. Okay. Relax. So what's everyone else up to this fine day? I think I do need to make this stuff a little bit bigger. It's pretty tiny. Maybe like that. Okay. Just a little more space for that. This can pretty much just go right in here. Okay. And now we will bake it. Put this cake in and bake. I'm gonna bake it at 4K. See, I think I figured out the whole substance materials thing in this program. I think, but it's been every time I've excuse me, tried it, it's been completely, seemingly different. So we'll see if this time it works. Yeah, now we have the spinning wheel. What's everyone else up to today? Gonna get some lunch. Hey, Face Meld 84. Thank you. I'm glad you're liking the updates. It's a change in pace. It will be nice to get back to doing some painting at the end of the month. I've kind of missed that a little bit. Ooh, you should show us an update of it, Bangs. But yeah, hopefully I can get the hopefully I can finish out this month. My only concern right now is I have freelance that I'm gonna do, so if I can get a few models ahead of time, I will do freelance and then not really miss a day. Well, maybe miss a day of working on it, but not miss an item. But yeah. Making sure my camera's still working. This is putting my computer through the test. Excuse me. I think all I really need to update is a graphics card. I should just be doing low poly stuff and I wouldn't have any problems. Maybe I'll do a low poly object after this. That could be fun. Yeah, it's been nice seeing some other people post 3D December stuff. Have you been able to post your stuff on the Polycount account there, Bangs? Oh yeah, you've got your stuff on there. Oh yeah, you had posted that earlier. I forgot about that. And just to show everyone, this is what I'm talking about. They've got a Polycount Striker. Hey, Jinxall, how's it going? I haven't seen you in a while, have I, Strikers? What have you been up to? Those delicious low poly stuff looks so tasty. I really like the bottle that you did. I'm here, and we're waiting for things to bake. Hopefully it was a good bake. Some strange things going on there. For the most part, pretty good bake though. Did it fix that error? No, it didn't. That's weird. So let's go in here. There we go. You're here to watch me. Nice. Well, I'm glad you made it. Okay, let's see. So it's an alright bake. We're gonna do table main, and we're just gonna fill this with like a stone or something, or metal. And I can just plop up this preview of the material I've got going on here. I'll actually go into this smart material editor and see what we have. Roughness, depth, metalness. It's a pretty simple material. Might try making a better one now. So we can go in here and take a look at the metals as well. Probably should have saved it. I feel like my computer's been getting slower and slower. Oh, there, it needed to bake something else. That's probably why. So there's like a metal here. It's kind of nice stone. Let me see here. Is it this one? Yeah, I like this one for the center. So we're gonna make a new layer. And we'll call this center. And I'm just gonna fill the whole area. So we're gonna go object. And I wanna fill the table details. So that filled that area. I'm gonna zoom in on it, and I might actually want to scale it down a little bit so we get a little crisper detail. So it looks like I'm scaling up. Yeah, I was scaling up. Oops. Fill object again. There we go. So we got that nice centerpiece. And to offset that, I might actually fill, we're gonna do table main. And I'm gonna try a Dan! How's it going, Dan? Brother! Welcome to the stream. I'm just building a table here. Dan's joined us on the streams a few times here. Not joined us on the streams, but he's watched the streams a few times. He is a fantastic carpenter and builder of things. I kind of like this super bronze color here. Like that. I don't know. It's a little too much. What are you up to, Dan? You should start streaming your workflow. That'd be pretty cool to see. I might do this one. So what I'm gonna do now is this is gonna be so this will be center detail, and then this will be behind that. It's gonna be the tabletop copper or something. Yeah, Dan, you have anything new? Show us, Dan. Let's see. What? Huh. Yeah. Where's my pen? Gotta get my pen out. Because it's painted on, I suppose, too. What was painted on? Sitting on your thinking bucket? Ooh, symmetry tools. Nice. That's exactly what you needed. I'm gonna pull it on a little bit. I might actually go back and table main and oh man, what object? What was it? This one? So I always have the problem I can't remember. Yeah, that's the right one. So we're gonna do fill bucket, fill object, tabletop. Well, it's nice to see stuff in the works. Did you ever show off Shantytown? That was pretty cool. I don't know why that's not working. I wonder if I do this. No, that's... oh, wait. Wait, which one was it? So this one? Yeah, it's this one. Okay, so this will work. I'm just gonna erase a little bit here. And I'm gonna redo this with the brush. And just fill it in just like these. Yeah, these PBR materials are super fun. And kaplops. There we go. So now I want this outer edge to be stone though, so I'm going to make another layer. And we're going to call this top, or tabletop stone. I probably actually should label these better, like tabletop. Tabletop. Oops. I should post Let's see. Let's see if I can find the. Oh no, that's not it. Ah, I'm gonna find my brother's stuff. There we go. Here's his Facebook. Everybody wants to check that out. Okay, so I'm gonna make a new material using kind of this base one. And we're gonna go duplicate. Metal gun old. Okay, I'm gonna try doing this or making this material. So we're gonna edit it. So these things are pretty crazy. So I'm gonna try making this into stone, but it has some cool noise and stuff. So really all I have to do is kind of alter a few things. I'm gonna pull up my reference board here to get a nice stone color I want. And we're gonna go a little bit more saturated, a little bit more in the blue. Let's see, oxide, scratches, and paint. So if we turn this off, we're getting a lot of noise from that. What's this one? Choose texture. I think I have a repeating, yeah, this one right here. I'm going to change that to that texture. I was asking him to build me a table, so maybe that can happen. That would be pretty cool, though. Do a collabo. Scratches. I think the stone scratches aren't going to be as. I'm trying to figure out what. Let's turn a few of these off. Oh, that's what's killing it for me right there, the oxidize. So let's take this layer. And that's actually a really cool metal color. I might just save that metal. So I'm going to duplicate this again because I actually like that a lot. And smart material. And let's try figuring out how to make this look a little more like stone. Well, that does it right off the bat right there. So scratches, take that, turn metalness way down. Metalness, metalness, and metalness. But I do want it to be darker. Bump up the saturation a little bit. And color that a bit more. Starting to get close to the stone I want. Mainly it's the scratches that are kind of throwing it off. So I want these to be still there, but not as apparent. Well, that's looking pretty cool. And I might add, I think I might like, that's pretty good. So now that I have that, we're gonna turn this down. Probably gonna have to make a material for, so I need to rename this. It's not material editor. Metal new. That's a terrible name. Doesn't look like new metal at all. Ah, we'll save it. Okay, so now I've got this. Now I made my new material. Let's do this. I'm gonna start plopping it in. We don't want it on the rug. So let's see if I can find the rug layer. Objects? I don't know. Oh yeah, weren't you? Yeah, you were gonna do that, weren't you? You should still do that. I'll worry about the ground later. That'd be pretty cool. You should do it. Be a good Christmas gift. Probably should have made this a little lighter, honestly. Can always go back and modify it later. Okay, Dan, see you in a bit. There we go. Let's color all this in. So much painting! These smart materials are so easy, they feel cheap sometimes. Okay, and I'm gonna do... Oh, you know what I could have did? I could have just... I don't know why I didn't do that. Put the stone back here. Oh, that's why I didn't do that. Never mind. So, table leg, metal. So I got some metal bits here I want to do. Drag that across there. I was thinking this base would be metal too. Hey Mumbles, how's it going? It's been a while for Mumbles to be here too. Yeah, that stone's... I'm gonna modify it a little bit more. Color's not right for me. Do do do. Slow computer. Well, I know what I'm gonna get next. New graphics card. Because this is ridiculous. Oh, it's probably because I did a 4K texture. I bet that's why it's so crazy. Shouldn't have done that. Let's go with a brighter color. Less saturation. Trying to go off of some other stuff here. Oh, I should pull up one of the other things I did. What's on the books today? Hey, 2 polygons. We're doing this this table here. Just working on getting a color going for it. Created a new texture. Trying to get it kind of look how I want. I think I like that better. Maybe a little less saturated version of that. Okay, I think if I make this darker. Less saturation maybe. Let's try that. There's an option here, I don't know what it'll do, but I'm gonna click it and find out. It says just need to move, you mean moving apartments? Refill material. I hope that does what I think it'll do. I'm hoping it'll fill everything I already filled with that material. What are you up to? 2 polygons? I'm regretting having done this in 4K resolution. I don't know what I was thinking. My computer doesn't want to do it. It does do what I wanted it to do. Yeah, that's good. Doing good. Just working on this thing here. I wonder if this tabletop main is affecting that color. Oh, it is. I'm gonna go tabletop main and we're gonna erase. Aha. If I do a sharper eraser, this might be affected by the alpha. Oh, it is. That's cool. Learn something new every day. At work playing with substance. Can you upscale to 4? You know, I don't know if 3D Coat does that. I know you can do that in Substance Painter. Are you playing with Substance Painter or Substance Designer? Now it doesn't have enough purple in it. Let's look at this one more time. I'm gonna erase everything down here. Wait. Yeah, okay. Now let me edit that one more time. Because it just doesn't, now it's not reading quite what I wanted. A little preview window. Why is that reading so blue if it doesn't come out blue? I wonder if, you know, I might be filling this, but not like a full percentage or something. That could be what it is. Let's see, radius, depth, opacity. Yep. I wonder if I've done this with everything. So we're going to go back to tabletop stone, refill material. I'm curious if it's going to turn it all blue or not. Designer. Oh, cool. I opened up Designer once. It was really powerful, but a little out of my current learning plan, I guess you could say. But I do want to learn it at some point. At some point. Okay. Now I was thinking a rug color. Rug. I'm trying to think of what material I should do to start because it doesn't really, there aren't any real good cloth materials. There's a leather, plastic, here's a fabric, but these fabrics I don't think they look very good. I'll see what they look like, I guess. These fabrics look terrible. Yeah, it's a really cool program though. That looks pretty terrible. I don't even know why that's in fabric. Just maybe if I scale this down or up. Scale it up a bit more. Duplicate this. 2 polygons are you making the materials so that people can edit them like in engine and things like that? So that's really cool when you can do that. Pretty awesome. Let's see what color to make this rug. Edges, dirt, depth, color, oops, cancel. I wonder why that normal is looking so weird like that. Huh. Should do red. Blue. Doing good. Yeah, it's definitely really powerful. It's amazing. I've seen some tutorials of people just taking like, they're like, oh, here's just a noise. I'm gonna turn it into a oh, where did that even come from? There. But yeah, just take a noise and turn it into like rocks and dirt and things like that. I'm just like, wow, that's really crazy. I'll do a layer here. Oops, I need to make a new layer. No. Rug. I'll just do fill. I don't know why I'm doing it this way. Fill object, rug. Doop 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 doop. I don't know, I'm not really liking that texture. Hey, Joel. Yeah, I'm trying it with the substance materials and stuff like that. Let's see, trying to come up with like a better texture for this. Maybe I'll have to go to the internet. Burlap. Let's see, rug texture maybe. Let's try taking a rug texture here. Make it a repeating pattern and stuff. Thousand 2048. Here's a scan one. We'll see if this can repeat. If my computer can run 2 programs now. Yeah, Painter's pretty nice. I like it a lot. I guess I was using 3D Code to get more of a kind of stylized look. Pretty much repeating already. Oops. Filter, offset. Yeah. Maybe I'll pull it into Substance afterwards and do it in there. Ooh, ginger snaps. And I'm gonna grab this. I think wait, where did I save that to? Oh. Depth. A little bit better. Let's see, where did that layer go? Oh, up top. No mystery. I just want this to be like a little bit of a kind of take that color and soften it up a bit. I might actually go with a red first, though. I thought you could set these to duplicate. Oh, there we go. Oh no, the gambling has started. Yeah, I thought you could set these to overlay and stuff like that, but maybe not. Hey, how's it going, Timmy? Welcome back. How are you doing? Yeah, Substance Painter would probably make more sense. Kind of challenging myself to learn more about 3D Coat, though. But Substance Painter is definitely not as hard on my system. Maybe I'll pull it in there and see what it's like. Let's put a dirt layer in there. I think I've got some dirt here. Quite tired? I am also tired. Oh, I wonder why some of these aren't working. Yeah, just working on a table here. Whoop. Just messing around with 3D Coat. Yeah, it's really good. I really like it. Let's see, Smart Material Editor. And I want this to go... I thought there was a way to... Oh, here, degree. How do I get a degree? Oh, here, degree. More concave. Let's turn this one off for a second. I just want dirt and stuff to go into the cracks. Make it a little more saturated. Yeah, I'm not a hardcore texture artist, so it's more just funning around for me. Let's see. Now I'm embarrassed being watched by a hardcore texture artist. I want to get like a little bit of a texture kind of in the cracks of these areas and things like that. Do another edge scattering with the same texture here. Oh, I forgot to turn that one on. Kind of just dirtying this up a little bit. Really boring stuff. We are all pretenders. Isn't that the truth? No one feels like they're a pro. Okay. Let's get the paintbrush out. And where'd my pen go? Oh, here it is. basically just want to start making this look a little darker in some areas and stuff like that. Might go down the opacity a little. I might even throw some dirt on these guys up here. Well, that dirt's not going to work as well. What about this one? Have you done any 2D this December? No, I haven't. Well, I mean, I do 2D all day at work, but other than that, no. Just a whole lot of 3D stuff. I'm gonna duplicate this one. $2D NDA. Yeah, that's pretty much it, 2D NDA. Mostly a YouTube video dude, so I have to say it's nice to have a comprehensive set of videos to link others. What do you mean, Pop Team Pick? Also, hello, how are you doing? I don't need this to be as distinct of a... I do want this dirt to be a little darker. That looks nice. Maybe do a little bit of edge scattering with nope. Where is it? Here it is. Textures. I don't like that. Get rid of that. Oh, I mean, thanks for having everything out of YouTube. Oh, you're welcome. You're very welcome. I'm glad you like them. Okay. Yeah, I've been trying to get a good group of tutorials going for everybody, so people have a nice variety of things to pull from and such. And people seem to like stuff so far, which is good. Makes me happy. Wait, I thought I had a metal tabletop stone. Huh. What happened to my metal layer? Whoa! I accidentally turned all my layers off. I think I must have held Alt. There we go. Yeah, that's weird. Doing something similar in regards to shape, brush creation, how to use them in painting, but you've done it already, so that void is not filled. Did I do it already? I didn't know I made a shape. Did I make a shape tutorial? Maybe I did. I have a list of things I've done and haven't done, so I've been trying to keep up with them. I'm making sure I don't duplicate and stuff like that. Okay, Timmy, I'll talk to you later. Bye. Have a good day. have a good evening. I think I might try doing I think there's a gradient in here, but I haven't really used it yet. Gradient mode. Let's see if it does it. I'm not familiar with the... Hey Nate, how's it going? Welcome back. Does this table have any magical properties? Hey Zoologic. Aw, yeah! Join my sketch. Join me in my slow computer. Doing slow computer things. Oh, that is way too much. Oh, well that's why. I'm trying to do a gradient, but I don't really know which end is up. Linear gradient, color gradient. Let's see, can I move this line? No. Pick point 2. Swap. 100. Maybe 25. Maybe 65. I'm guessing that would be... Let's try. Bloomp, bloomp, bloomp. Testing out some new features here with the gradient tool. But yeah. Hey Nate, have you been doing the 3 December at all? This didn't work. Yeah, I did. I didn't start this one on stream though, I already had it ready to go. I don't know what the pattern type. No pattern. 0. 0. I can't remember which one I did with which. Let's try this really quick. The layer. Oh, I want to see your rocks. Do they rock? I love seeing rocks and such. Oh, this gradient tool is so slow. Oh, 4K texture was such a bad idea. I should have did 2 textures, one for the rug and one for the ground. Oh. Yeah, forget it. I'm just gonna maybe just do a plain color. Light saturation. Ooh, tacos. Cheat and upgrade existing asset. Tisk tisk. Oh no! I thought I had already saved it, but maybe not. I do like that 3D code is like, hey, this is about to crash, so you should probably save this. And there it goes. Talk nose! Ooh, how old am I? Hi, Sauhan. How old do you think I am? And then I'll tell you how old I am. Let me try this again. Table up stone, so we'll do a metal layer. Old enough. He's as old as he looks. How old do I look? 14. Bangs, you're so good at guessing ages. That's not a bad guess. I'm 32. This was the metal I used. Oh, I can't remember what metal I used. Yeah, probably this one. Yep, 32 years old. Yeah, that was the right one. That was pretty close. Good job. You're not as bad at guessing ages as you thought you were. Oh, well, welcome to the stream. Sorry to put you on the spot like that and make you guess my age right off the bat. Well, I'm glad you're here today. Trying to do something more interesting with this rug. It's kind of really boring right now. Where do you come from, Sauhan? How old are you? Trying to find. Might do a duplicate. And then Smart Material Editor. Costa Rica. You live in America. You're 21. It's a good age. It's a good time. Layers, tools, paint objects. Oops. I'm gonna lock these. Just work on the rug. put holes in it or cutouts. It's too late, I'm already painting it. I was thinking of doing like different colors and stuff. Smart material editor. Oh, I gotta change that scale on that. Make the edges like a red. Well, welcome to the stream. Are you into like 3D art or 2D art? Like the edge is kind of more of a red. We'll make this even darker. Roughness. I'll crank the roughness up on that. Mostly game development and learning programming right now. Ooh, that's a good challenge to set for yourself. Yeah, I do a lot of stuff in game development. It's a lot of fun. It's too bad the scales change on this all the time. Water rings because they didn't use coasters. No one's using coasters on our carpet. I don't know what the problem is. I've been having the wait, what? They swapped to Twitch? Oh, you moved to Twitch. Oh, okay. Well, welcome to Twitch. Yeah, it's probably a little easier to chat and stuff. It's good to be on YouTube to catch my videos and such when they get posted, but for the live Timmeractions, which is an interaction with Tim, Twitch is the place to be. Man, I make some horrible jokes. The worst part is they're even worse when I'm not streaming. My jokes are so bad. I keep thinking of the movie Moana. I really like that movie. Everyone should check it out. Might be interesting to do like a gold on the rug. Rug layer 2. Oh, I am. It's just I don't have it open right now. See, there's the table. Part of it. I'm gonna put. Excuse me. I'm gonna put some metal on this rug, just like gold trim type feeling. Except it's gonna be brass trim. So good or so bad? I don't know. You be the judge. Probably a mixture. Seems like I have to go like a little bit bigger than the area to get it filled in properly. So I was watching a video on Banjo-Kazooie. And apparently, Jinjos, the reason they're called Jinjos was because of a guy that worked there that was a ginger. Which, I guess I should have known, right? But I thought that was pretty cool. Although the guy that they named after, he was like kind of grumpy about it. But at the same time, I mean, Jinjos are like the most important thing in Banjo-Kazooie, really. At least the first one. I don't know if they play as important of a role in Banjo-Tooie. Oh, come on, 3D coat. I crashed again. No! Curse you, 3D coat. Blurp, blurp, blurp. I should just model something low poly and then paint it in 3D coat. Not again and again and again and again and again. I tried Quixel. I'm not a big fan of Quixel. I think it's mainly like, oh my god, what? I like Substance Painter better than Quixel. And I like this better than Quixel too. Paint objects. 3D coat. This is all done 3D coat. I'm kind of I'm doing yeah, I don't like Quixel's very strange. I'm kind of challenging myself to try to do everything in this program, so that's kind of why I'm just sticking to it. So I'm just dealing with the crashes as they come. It's not bad though. Yeah, Substance Painter, I think, is a similar price to Quixel as well. More of a Blender fan. Well, Blender is free, so I can't blame you. I started with, way back in the day, Cinema 4D, and barely touched the surface of it, and then years and years later I had to learn Maya over a weekend. So then after that, trying to learn Blender was just like, no, I can't do it. Just all the shortcuts and such. Dark. Rug. Shine. And this would be a lot easier, and I could show people Substance Painter. I'm not like fantastic at it, but I have some basic understanding. It's super powerful. It's just, for me, it's the control, getting used to the controls. Isn't May also Bay? And I hate May. No, just kidding. Quixel's annoying because it's kind of like, I guess they have the live viewer and stuff now, but the last time I used it, it was just, it wasn't quite there. It's getting there, but love-hate relationship with Blender. You pick May when you buy that. I'm gonna be good at Overwatch. May is the bane of my existence. Never has a griefing character ever been constructed to be just a character to grief people. That character's sole purpose is to grief. So painful. A little bit of overpaint here. I do wish this program had like a color pick mode and stuff like that. That's a nice workflow in Substance Painter. I don't know if anyone has any good recommendations to get Substance. To get Substance Painter to wait. Dang it, what was I gonna say? Oh, to be more stylized with Substance Painter. I guess just less surface detail. It seems like every time I use Substance Painter, stuff gets like too realistic looking. Oh wow, this is bad. I'm probably just gonna finish up with this, try getting this last piece done, and then do this. You can only counter a May with a May. It's true. It's 3 hardcore crashes there, maybe 4. Well, no, like color picking in the sense of like on your UVs or whatever. Oh. Yeah, it's not. I don't think it's 3D Code's fault. It's my computer being too old. And also, I'm working too high of a texture size for my computer as well. I could probably knock it down. It'd be okay. Oh, what if I can knock it down? Edit. Textures. I'm not sure. Hey, Rocket Horse. Yeah, we're talking about May. How terrible she is. She's terrible in the sense that she destroys everyone. Oh my god, okay. Something's wrong with the tool I'm using or something. Crash, crash, crash. I'm gonna try one more time, maybe 2 more times. We'll see. Most of it, she kills you slowly while you reflect upon. Yeah, that's the problem with her. Like, all of her moves are griefing moves because she freezes you and slows you down. Use Substance Painter? Let me try fixing this really quick. I just want to get this last little bit done, and then if that doesn't work, then yeah, maybe I'll just jump over to Substance Painter. Oops. Metals. just hand paint it. I'm pretty sure it's because I'm doing a large selection is why it's crashing. Oops, I just tried to use Photoshop commands in here. Oh, you know what I should be doing? Symmetry. Let me make sure my symmetry's lined up. Oh, nope. Oh, my symmetry's not lined up on this rug. I forgot about that. I don't know. Is it lagging for anyone else? I've done much three-dimensional stuff. What program is it? 3D Coat, yeah. I think it was just that doing such a large surface with the selection tools, killing it at 4K resolution and all that. If anything, it might be my computer causing it. I don't know. Just gonna paint it in by hand, and it will probably work. No other lag for anyone else? Yeah, I'll jump into Substance Painter after this and just mess around with this a bit. I'm trying to think of a good way to make, because Substance Painter excels when it has an ID map. So I might need to bake an ID map really quick. Kind of take full advantage of the program. Good. Doop 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 doop. Yeah, my computer's just like, no. Let me live. Yeah, I prefer ID maps to at least start off with. I suppose I could open up another program and do a quick ID map bake, if I can remember how to do that. Yeah, it was just that selection tool that was crashing the program, so I'm blocking too much color at once. And let's see, pop-ups, tool, paint objects. I don't know why paint objects isn't like a default thing in here. Okay, there we go. Let's see what this looks like in the render room. I think I like 3D Coat a lot because you can do the paint the retopo, the UV, all that stuff just all in one room. It looks pretty nice. You can ID bake in Painter by material. Oh, like each. You might have to walk me through that. Let's go back into Paint. Looks like I kind of missed some stuff there. And tabletop stone. No, that's right. Tabletop metal, maybe? Tabletop copper, maybe? There we go. I feel like this is a different bronze. Maybe I just have it at a different scale. A different brush or something. .3D coat seems to kind of be the closest thing to like 3D painting in Photoshop or something. Although I guess there is body paint as well. But I don't like body paint. Just gonna have these a little bit more flare. I don't like Quixel. I've tried it. I almost bought that, but I bought Substance Painter instead. There we go. Oh, wait. Oh, is that why it was different? No? Huh. Let's see. Some depth. Might do this. This might look good, might not. Yeah, we'll just leave it for now like that. Okay. Well, I'll try one more thing. Hopefully this doesn't crash it. Save it. Yeah, you are using Photoshop in it. As unstable as this has been, it is even more unstable. For me. That was, you know, for my personal. It was just a strange workflow. I wasn't a huge fan of it. the scale not working? Smart material editor. There. Huh. I wonder if it lost something. It's like comparing modeling with 3ds versus Blender. Yeah. Oh, that's why it's being a butt. It's just like scaled super huge. There we go. Yeah, that material looks a lot better. Yeah, I've had this. The main reason that this has been crashing is I've had this computer for years. I'm trying to remember last time I upgraded it. There we go. Okay. We can jump into actually, I have a blade I think I did before. An explosive throwing knife? That sounds amazing. Paint objects. Okay. Well, it turned out alright. Dare I try a quick render? December, artwork, 9. I'm gonna try a quick render, see if it works. Do an isometric one. If it takes too long, we'll jump ahead to something else. Ooh, you whispered me a link. Can you whisper it to me on Discord? Oh. December. Well, there's our render. Not bad. Looks a little strange in that view. I need to actually probably show it from... Try this view. And render again. It renders so much better when I'm not rendering like the super high definition model. Ooh, I like that design a lot. Oh, that's really cool. I'm just gonna do a few renders, and I'll do one in perspective. Ooh. I didn't see a rock. Ooh, nice rocks. Working on some rocks. Oh, is that for your cottage? Yeah, your cottage scene. How is that coming along? Okay, there we go. I'm gonna go back to the paint room and save this. And export it, and then we can move on to something else. Export. Gonna export for. Let's do a PBR export. Through December. This will just be our Sketchfab export. Yeah, really nice job, Nate. Good work. How's the scene coming along? Oh, yeah, it seems looking nice. Are these, what size are these rocks? Like small, medium, or large? Boop, 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 boop. There we go. Exported. I haven't updated HUD, mostly doing some placement, stuff in engine, but getting back to the texture. Awesome. Okay, here we go. So we're done with that, and everyone wanted to see Substance Painter. Let me open that up really quick. Software, Substance Painter. Biggest one's a little shorter than a person. Okay. Okay, so here's Substance Painter. Let me see if I have... oh, I should have exported the... I gotta go back and export the high poly of this. Actually, you know what would be fun to do? Let me go back to 3 December. And grave. So I'm going to do this one. Let me export the high poly of this really quick. I need the high poly to when were these made? 16/4/12 p.m. I'm just gonna do this one really quick. So I've got these, and I'm gonna export this mesh out. Or Gravestone Harry Potter, otherwise known as high poly. And ask me if I want to knock it down. I might actually just leave it. Well, I'll knock it down to like 4 million. So this is the one I did the other day, and I already textured it once, but we're just going to pull it into Substance Painter and have a go for it. I will have to do a little bit of prep work. I'm going to take the albedo, so like the base color in Photoshop, and basically just use this to create a ID map, since it's already so close to being an ID map, because it's just really basic colors. And put this up 100%, 100%. Then I'll just make this all gray. Why isn't it working? Oh, it's working now. Oh. Just gonna turn off transfer. I'll do a color selection for all the orange. Select color range. Just select all the orange, at least the big bulks of it. And I'll put this on a new layer. Okay, and then I'll do a new layer behind this, and this will just be the other. Let's do a fill. Oh, come on, new layer. Fill. And that should be enough for a color ID map, so I'm just gonna save this, call it gravestone ID. And there we go. Now let's go into Substance Painter. Gonna make a new dock. Go into 3D December. And I want to start with the low poly. And it wants me to add any maps that I might still want. So I'm gonna add the AO since I already baked it. And I'm gonna add the normal and ID and maybe the bump, but I don't think rough and metal. And then you can choose the document size right off the bat there. So there's our low poly and everything. We're gonna go into, first I'm gonna select the ID map, and select, oops, I did that wrong. Select the normal map, select the ID map, ambient occlusion. So this is the bake that came out of 3D Coat, but we want to make a few more maps to get a little bit more information, because the more maps you have for Substance Painter, the better you'll end up with, the better you can work on your object and create object. So here's where I'm going to go in and grab the high poly, and now I'm just going to uncheck the maps that I already have, and we're just going to bake the rest. And I want to output them at 2K and bake. And this is going to give us like a curvature map and things like that. Curvature maps are, I think, what kind of like what Blizzard style is kind of based on. It's like that gray, black and white map that kind of, that's like a curvature map and a normal map is kind of like what their style looks like to me. And I can close 3D Coat. And Photoshop, actually. Probably should. Okay. So now it's baked out the rest of the maps. And for some reason there's a little error going on down here. Oh, you know, I know what that is. It looks like I have a vert not touching. There's an error there too. Well, let's just forget about that for now. Save as. 3 December, artwork. Make a new folder and we'll just call this Painter. Oops. Substance Painter. Okay. So, remember how I showed you ID maps and stuff? Basically the way this works, we pull up our shelf here, and we can go to materials or smart materials and things like that, and it's kind of like the same materials, like the smart materials we were working with. Very similar PBR, which is physically based rendering, And if you're not familiar with what PBR is, it's in the olden days you had to do, you know, like blend and all that kind of stuff, and depending on the lighting, those materials look vastly different. But PBR is physically based rendering, so you can build it in one lighting and it'll work in all lightings basically. So I don't really have a ton of materials, but we could do like, let's see if we have a rock or maybe a stone. So I have a stone marble. So maybe we could start with a stone marble, and this works a lot like Photoshop. And that's why I like this, is because it's like Photoshop, but a little simpler to use. So here's our stone marble that it just threw on everything. And I don't want it to be on everything, I just want it to be on like the stone parts. So I'm actually going to make a folder with Control G, and we're going to add a black mask, and that just wipes everything out. Now I want to add a mask so that we can see and work on those colors. So I'm going to add a color selection and do pick color. And, oh, hang on, someone's calling me. Oh, it's my brother. It's a abduction alert? Oh. Oh, hang on a second, I'll be right back. He called twice, so it must be important. He did not answer. Anyways, so once I did that color pick, it just chose the color of those objects there, and it filled them all in. So now if I want, I could say I want I want to switch that material. I'll drag in the other marble, and there's the other example of that marble. And you can see it's not really like wrapping to the UVs properly. You can change the projection of it, so I can go here, marble polished, and I can go in here and we can change, right now it's a UV projection. I do trilinear projection, so it kind of projects a little differently. And now see how the seams are lining up now? So that's kind of the marble, so that's kind of that texture it's getting right there. And you can edit all this stuff. Let me see if we have the channel settings. So we have a dirt layer, and then a marble layer. And then we'll look in here and let's see what kind of, so there's the color. It's super, yeah, it's super cool. So I'm trying to figure out, I forgot how to get to the base. It's been a while since I used diffuse output. I'm trying to find the fill property on this guy. Oh, and you can also, like, say I wanted to use this, but I wanted different colors. I could literally just add a new layer. So let's say new layer, set it to this basic Photoshop layers. I could just do overlay or something like that. And actually I could do, let me do a fill layer instead. And we can say we want this to be overlay and choose a color. And you can just turn it red or blue or whatever you want to do. And you can say, well, what layers do I want this to affect? Does it affect metal, rough, and normal, or just does it just affect color? So I can choose that right there. So it's a good way, like, just to abruptly change a material to look horrible. Or I could just put that to normal, and it's just gonna overlay everything and keep that there. So you can see there's a little bit of my color ID map not showing through properly. Did I use Maya or 3D Coat? I used Maya. No, sorry, 3D Coat for the base model. So I have a rock wall here. I don't really have any great materials for. Let's try putting the rock on there. Yeah, rock wall's not working for some reason. Let me delete this again. The nice thing about this program too, if you can't find a material, you can just go to Substance Painter's site. And so I can pull up the site. And I think it's under, yeah, Substance Share. And we can just go under materials right here. Or actually, let's go under Smart Materials. And look at all these materials just free to download that people have made. So this is where Substance Painter really takes off. Like here's a mossy stone. That one's pretty cool. So I want to search for, let's say, stone. Whoops, that's not how you spell stone. Yeah, if IDs are set up, yeah. I completely agree with you. I need to learn Designer. So here's like some rocks that someone already made. Let's see, rock. What's the difference between stone and rock? So there's some by algorithmic. And see, I think by user we can. So let's look through some of these here. Yeah, I completely agree with you with learning the program. So say we wanted to use this one, we could just download this one. Download it. And then just go to my materials. Go to Smart Materials. And it's called Rock Faceted. And we're gonna there's a way to figure out how to import, export stuff. Oh, I gotta extract it. That was in a zip file. Let's drag it into the scene, and I could say, do I want to import it into the current session? We'll just say current session. Actually, we'll just do it into the shelf. sure. So what was it called? Rock? Oh, that didn't actually... I think I imported it wrong. Alpha, texture... Stoning someone, it's just me. For some reason it's not. Huh. Well, some reason that material is not working. Let's look at some other ones, maybe. Normally it works better. Let's try one of these grounds. Brown, wood, rock, organic, pumpkin texture, a skin of a troll. I want to try this mossy stone, see if this one works. Okay, smart material, and we're going to import it into shelf. This one might work though. There we go. So smart material. I'm going to delete these other materials. My computer's just getting old. This is making everything look bad. So we did mossy rock, and it's kind of intense. Let's look at the curvature here. We can do UV scaling. Let's take some layers off and just kind of break down to the base of this object. So there's most of it's inside this area. So let's turn stone detail off. And I'm kind of just breaking this thing down to see how this person made it. And like they put a sharpen layer, a fill layer, another fill layer. So you could come back in here and start tweaking this like from the base up. So if I wanted to take this and just kind of modify it to maybe more of a blue stone color or something like that. I can just change that color a little bit. I mean, to start building it back up. Maybe I want that to be kind of that slight purple that I had. And a little less saturation. And this is looking a little too busy though, so maybe I'll go in here and grab like this and change the UV tiling a little bit. Where is it? So I've got a grunge fill here, so we're going to UV scale this. Oops, I grabbed the wrong one. This is the one I meant to grab. There we go, that's the grunge I meant to grab. So you can kind of mess with the amount of files. You can change the amount of cracks and stuff here. So you can basically take this and just start making your own. You can see you can kind of see that repeating pattern a little bit. So I'm gonna offset it a little so we don't get that quite in the center. And then maybe even rotate a little bit so it kind of turns. There we go. And then the grunge layer, I don't want this to be as apparent, so I'm gonna turn that down a little bit. And I've got a fill layer here. and then sharpen. So that's a pretty decent base stone color. I kind of like that. Also, if you want, you can turn the lighting and stuff in here really easily. So that's looking pretty good. So that, I don't like that at all. But maybe I like if it's smaller. So it's adding this height map to it. But it's like, looks really terrible. Maybe it's the amount. So let's go into here. I think there's a way to do... There should be a way to like change the amount of height map, but I'm not really sure. So I turn that off, there's the height map right there. So height. So let's try trilinear projection. Oh, hang on 1 second, I'll be right back. I'm back, and Kimji's with me. At least for a moment. Okay, so that's kind of like the breakdown of all these, this material and stuff. We're just gonna turn this layer off. It looks a little more like concrete, but that's okay for now. And we can kind of turn other things on and off. We've got this moss layer. We're gonna go in here and kind of see what's going on in here. So we've got a sharpen layer. Oh, he's already gone. And it looks like this person took this moss and added all these height levels and stuff like that. So we've got some height going on here. And you could take this and be like, you know, I don't want to make this as a moss. I'm actually going to take this layer here and I'm going to duplicate it, turn it off. I actually like the little notches and stuff it's creating here. So I'm going to put sharpen on that. And I go in here in the colors. And I'm going to turn this into like a gray. And have it just like, I'm using this to create more stone detail now. So now we're getting some interesting stuff with that. So I'm gonna go back, go into the blues, desaturate. But yeah, so see, I could take this material and I modified it to add more like almost sculptural detail to my object. So I'm gonna turn that off and I'm gonna call that rock pox. And I want my moss to react differently than the way this is being handled. So right now it looks like it's going on like some sort of, oh, it's like a drip. So it's like a different kind of mat, different kind of fill, and I don't want it to be like that, so I'm going to remove these effects. And I don't really like the moss like color either. So I'm gonna go in, we're gonna change the color to more of a moss color that I would use. And let's see. I got that. So we've got base color. And that's kind of like a little bit of a changing of material there. Yeah, you can tell.
I just want a blanket.
People saw you crawl through.
I don't care.
She like crawls in the doorway. Is your camera on?
I just want a blanket. It's cold in here.
So then this was too shiny, so I want moss is not really shiny, so we're gonna take the roughness and turn it down a lot. And I'm gonna change this to trilinear projection. And that was really funny. So that's starting to look better. Now I want the, let's see, is this somewhere we're getting like a, oh, here we go. We're getting these spots. And let's see, we're gonna see if we can randomly generate the spots that we're getting here. And we could even change these if we wanted to like a different kind of spots. That was pretty funny. This is for rough, color, and height. So I want the height to be smoother. Whoa. So let's try just a smaller scale. Or not as intense, at least. Okay, so now with this layer, I'm gonna add a black mask to get rid of everything. I'm gonna go in here, and I want this to show up in edges and stuff, like moss would actually grow in edges. So we're gonna add a generator, add generator. And I'm gonna select this dirt generator. It's not gonna work at all. Let's see, hang on. So that's, I have that, but I want the opposite of that. So let's invert that. Let's try dirt again. And let me try inverting it. No. So we're just going to turn the dirt level down and the contrast. So I want this to get, I don't want it on the edges, I want it more in the corners and stuff. It's getting there. Grunge scale, grunge amount. Let's try some other generators here. Metal. And long time lurker here, just wanted to say how much I enjoy watching streams. Aww. Thanks, Vasco. Well, I'm glad you're lurking with us. That's fun. I like that you say hello. I appreciate that. And I'm glad you enjoy the stream. Sometimes I wonder if I blab along too much or not, but or don't blab enough. It's kind of interesting. So we could take this, say we wanted to do a mixture of, I think we can do multiple generators. It's very kind of you to say. Yeah, so let's try a dirt generator as well. Okay, they might supersede each other. So say we get one generator to where we want it. Where is it? What happened? I think adding. There we go. So say we want to do a mixture. Like this is kind of getting where I want to go. Not quite. So I'll just put this in a layer. Add a black mask. And add a generator to this. There might be better ways to do this, but that's how I'm doing it. So we're going to do the dirt one now. I thought this would work. Maybe it's not working. Maybe you can't stack generators like that. Oh no, it's working. Huh. Weird. I am, as I said before, I'm pretty new with this. And then, say you wanted even more control, put another layer, do a black mask, and then just let's get the paintbrush out. And you can also just paint in this program. So we're gonna go over here, we're gonna go to our brushes. And I'll do kind of here's a dirt brush. And I can just start painting this in. And it's only gonna paint in based on the masks and stuff I made. So if I wanted, I could like take this out of here, get back to this level, get rid of this one. So like this is a little bit more along the lines of what I might want. Oh wait, hang on, let me get rid of this. Let's remove effect. And we're gonna add a white mask just to see what this looks like really quick. And I want this to be a little more intense. So I'm gonna go into our thing here. It's kind of cool. I'm just gonna mess with these a little bit. So we got like that level, and I'm gonna invert this mask again. And now I'm gonna go in and just paint. Like we got this crystal brush. That's not even the coolest thing actually. I haven't showed you some of the really cool things. So say we want this to look like it has like moss is only growing where it might be rained on or something. I forgot about this. I don't even know why I didn't show this. So let's go into a sandstorm. Or yeah, let's just do a sandstorm across it. So now everywhere that is landing, oh, hang on a second. I got another phone call. Sorry about this. Okay, so yeah, I think that'll be good for the country, but yeah, make it happen. Bye, Obama. Oh no, I think I crashed it. Oh no, I didn't. Ah, okay. Anyways, so these are particle brushes, and they are amazing. So, uh, let me go back a few steps because those don't maybe make the most sense. But we could do like a puddle, and it'll start building up in areas. Or we could do a burn, so like it'll act like a burn, and it like goes raises up. Obviously, this doesn't make the most sense for this. Broken glass is super fun too. And that broken glass almost works for moss in a way. It's kind of like splattered around. Splat. It's I gotta do what I gotta do. Gotta take care of the country. Yeah, so see how it's falling. This is why you need a lot of bakes. So I could go up in here and just kind of. And remember, it's only following the maps and stuff that I had painted before, or it's using the mask underneath there, so it'll only paint in those areas. Laser impact. So let's take this, turn it off, and let's actually go to smart materials again and see if we have like a dust or a sand. So we have a dust layer. I could just throw that on here. And oh, did I put it in the wrong layer? I think I did. So we'll turn that off. I'll try putting it right there. So let's kind of give us a little dust. Let's see if we have like a better like sand or something. No. Dirt. Oop, dirt. Let's try a dirt instead of a dust. Yeah, dirt's a little bit better. So we've got dirt. Let's take dirt and modify it so it's more of a more like a sand, kind of like the other one I was working with. So we want color, and we've got a gradient in this one. So let's grab that kind of like really cool looking. I should moss the country. No, I would have. If it was Trump, it would have been a very different conversation. So the mask on this one that we're using right now is a properties generator. It's an interesting one. Let's go in here. Do an edge one. Level of wear. Contrast. So we've got our sand. Now let's put a black mask on it. Oops. Put black mask on it. And I'm going to use those particles. And we could do rain, or let's do sandstorm. In white, because that wasn't working. And the sandstorm is very weak. Let's try this again. Oh, that's weird. Should be working. I don't know why that's not working. We clear mask. Add black mask. Light. There it goes. Now it's working. I don't know what's going on. Let's try sandstorm again. So the sandstorm is starting to add sandstorm redeem MIDI. So it's starting to get into the cracks and stuff, and it's only really appearing on the top. Oh my god, another phone call? I'm gonna wait a little bit. Let's try liquid stream. Do sandstorm again, but bigger brush size. Look at that storm! Whoosh! And then you can also do a sandstorm in the reverse. So we'll just do a black sandstorm instead of a white sandstorm. And you can just change the brush size and stuff. So these can be really fun, but they're kind of good for particular things usually. How do I know what this one? Oh, this one's crazy. I remember what it does. There's veins. Oh, veins actually work kind of good for this. But yeah, then you can just do your standard brushes too. We could do fiber brush here, or just like a dirt, kind of a basic dirt brush, and just kind of paint it in that way. Or like dirt like this. And just basically, I'm just painting with black and white right now. You can go in and use this sweet cotton brush for the sand. This brush is artistic. This is what's called artistic. So you can do a lot of this stuff with like generators and stuff, and that's obviously the better way probably to do it. But I'm kind of a noob when it comes to this program. Let's do, we took that sand, let's duplicate that layer. And I'm going to put it up here. And we're gonna delete, I should have saved it. Let me save it really quick. I'm gonna delete this. Excuse me. Remove mask. Actually, I'll add black mask. We're gonna add color selector and pick the orange color. There's my sand. And you see where this is kind of messing up. That's just where my, that's because my layer mask or whatever isn't properly done. Let's go back to this one. I haven't really used this program very much. Well, I'm glad it makes you feel better, Bangs. That's what I'm here for. No. I only say that because I've played Overwatch with Bangs before, so it's okay to make fun of him for me now. And we could take this and just do like a, you know, just start going all over it with particles and stuff. Like a rainstorm. Oh. But yeah, it's a pretty cool tool. You can render in here too, I think. We could add some post-processing effects. Do some glare. My favorite, a vignette. Yeah, nice vignette. And kind of test it out on different lighting and things like that. Throw some anti-aliasing on it. Clear mask. Why are we all throwing our arms up? I'm gonna grab this, where was it? Head just a second, the crystal brush. For some reason, I wonder why that's not paintable there. Dirt. Huh. Well, yeah, there's a few errors with this mask, though. So say you did want to, you could go back in and adjust like the ID map. So if I open this up, so that's a really cool thing about this is you can take like, where's my ID map? So here's my ID map. We'll look up gravestone. Oh, I want to look in all. Got it. And we're gonna look up gravestone. There's our ID. Why is it doing that? And support resource maybe? Oh no, I can just open it where I loaded it from. So we've got our substance painter file. And let me pull in the ID map. So here's our ID map. We're gonna pull in Photoshop. So say I wanted to, let me pull up the albedo and that might be able to help me. Go. Oh, no. Let me see if I can find the stone bits. Well, here, let's say I wanted to do these guys in metal, like these center bits. I'm gonna edit my ID mask. So I'm making a new layer on top of everything. I'm just gonna paint this in. This is kind of the not the greatest way to do that. And the UVs on this are a little bit messed up, so that's why this looks so flat. I didn't relax the UVs properly. I just want to show you how you can modify how powerful the ID map is. Preferably you'd be doing the ID map like a bake out from something else or something like that. Okay, got that. And we're just gonna do this. Flatten this. So we've got those two new IDs. And if we go back to Substance and click on this and click Reload, it'll add those ID maps. So now say we wanted to do a metal for those guys. We'll go over to Smart Materials and let's do like a nice copper, or yeah, copper worn. So place the copper down, and it's just copper everywhere. And also, like, these things underneath it sometimes will affect it depending on, I guess maybe not in that case. So we're gonna add a mask, and we're gonna do add color selection, pick color. Oops. Oh wait, I didn't. There we go. Pick color. And I accidentally clicked that color too. But there, now it's just on those objects that I painted. It looks like I didn't paint them all and get them properly. So, you know, you want to make sure that you do that. But I think I can just go in and modify this too. So I could go to my brushes, get like just a simple hard default brush, and just paint the rest in by hand. But that ID map just gets you there so fast though. But my UVs weren't the best. And that's why you want to bake an ID map out first. And I don't know if I put a tutorial up on baking ID maps. I should. It's super useful. So see how you could edit the current ID. I could fix stuff and fix other parts of the ID mask too if I wanted. Because I have a lot of little errors and things like that showing up on them. But yeah, these two programs have this and 3D codes have some really cool stuff you can do in them. If you're like a hardcore texturing person, I'd probably recommend this program. 3D Coat though has all the modeling stuff in it as well. If you want like a program that's, you know, kind of for everything. Hey Ender, how's it going? What are you up to? Just kind of paint that in. And we use that ID map to kind of get it started. So there, we got that now. So we can go back in here, and I wonder, I should have probably did this on its own layer. I wonder if you can copy the layer, add black mask, and then that didn't work. Gotta be a way to copy, export mask to file, duplicate layers, copy mask. Okay, there we go. So add black mask, and then paste into mask. And the reason I want to do this is because I want to be able to swap out the colors. Oh, you have to leave for class? I'm sorry. Well, welcome to the stream, and you'll have to come back another time. So we could look up metals. We could do like a bronze armor. I'm just going to put that in there, and that'll automatically fill into that area that I had selected, so that there you go. Kind of test out that light. That looks pretty cool on there. So you could go out and bake maps and all that stuff and kind of fix all these things. Let's try doing. Yeah, let's add some of these stone color in here. Let's fix a few of these little errors I'm getting. Because the ID map wasn't perfect, so. And you can tell my UVs were not very perfect on there either. This is what you get when you do a daily object in 3D. But you know, it's something. That's pretty good there. I'm basically just gonna. I don't know what's causing that blob there. You know, we probably could just actually. Let's see, I'm gonna remove this mask. Alright, it just fills everything with that. That's okay, Striker. I'm glad you came. It's good to have you around. So we got this dirt layer here. I'm gonna try fixing a few of these bits here. Trying to figure out how to remove. Why I should remove it. Weird. Bye, Striker. That's what you get when you left. Okay, so that's that one. I wonder if there's like a good like particle that can just kind of shoot at something. Oh, leaks heavy, burn, splat. Nope, that doesn't work. Laser impact. Ooh, that looks really cool. I'm gonna use a normal brush again. I like the crystal one, it's kind of nice. Or dirt. Thanks, Set. That is some good reference. So you can just keep building your stuff up with layer on top of layer on top of layer. I don't know why that mask is doing that. Let's see. Let me throw all these off. Oh, another nice thing you can do is you can actually go in here and go to the normal map. And let's go into the normal map view. Should be able to. So here's all those normals, and I think there's a way to edit your normal. Normal height. There we go. So here's the normal map, and you can actually, I think you can, yeah, you can paint right into the normal if you want. Let's see. So if I do this layer and no normal, there's some way to paint into the normal map, but I just don't remember how. No overlay, normal map detail. But you can see how all these other layers are affecting the normal map. Wonder. try a new layer up top here. Oh wait, maybe it's over here. I just want to work on the normal. There should be a way to do that. Because I know you can put you can stamp stuff on, but I don't remember how. Let's see, add fill layer, normal, no. Kind of a learning process here. What's this one? Edit layer, configure mask, add effect. What's this one? Add smart material, new folder, add layer. Oh wait, here. No? $198 changes snaps. You can paint rough. Pencil, alpha. So that's painting in the normal. Height, normal. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure. Normal color. Ah, here we go. So we could actually go in here and add details into the normal map. Let me get back to the base color. Trying to remember how to get back. View. Show next channel. Control C? No. There we go. M. Okay, so say I wanted to go in here, I can actually go on here and actually edit the normal map. Like put stamps and stuff. So let's see. My shelf looks better if I put it right in here. So you don't even have to actually sculpt all your details, you could just do them in the program. I thought you could do that with brushes. Oh yeah, here you can. Yeah, so let's grab... What do we do if I do... Yeah, there we go. Okay, I figured it out. Let's do just the default hard brush. And I want to put in... Where'd it go? I kind of messed it up, but... Thanks. Yeah, they work out really well together. Just trying to image output. Trying to figure out yeah. Because I want to edit normal, so this is kind of doing a mixture of things. It's kind of doing that. You can modify height and normal. So let's try finding a better object. I think there's like a stamp thing too. Cathedrals, alphas. Oh, bullet impact. Oh, let's see. So, just make your object look like Terminator. Pew 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 pew. Which looks pretty cool. Zipper. You know, these are all perfect for this object. I think there's, I'm trying to remember how to edit these guys. Okay, so here, yeah. You could easily edit this by going in and grabbing the alpha and switching, taking the same idea of a zipper and switching the alpha for something else. So you could do an alpha that's like a square, a triangle, or just load in your own alpha. So let's see if I do this one. Oh, that's actually pretty cool. So if you really plan out your objects, you could do a lot of it just in Substance Painter. I mean, that looks pretty cool. It's kind of strange, but and you can, I think you can save your new brushes and stuff. So we've got, it's selecting a material here as well. So paint properties. So if we look into here, you could just pick a specific material. And then I wonder why the height didn't get removed. Oh, here we go. Height. Yeah, there. So you can just modify the height to be up or down in different materials. So let's go back to material. So it's just painting that in, but we want to have height, so we'll add height back in. There we go, that'll give a height. Or if we want to have it go lower, like inward or outward. Oh, program costs? It is, I want to say I got it for like 200 maybe? Let's go back to our alpha. How much is it? I got it on sale on Steam. Yeah, I bought mine through Steam. So the indie license. Yeah, so 3D painting software, indie license for Substance Painter is $149. So it's actually quite affordable. And yeah, 3D coat. How much? I got 3D coat for $250 on sale, I think. But it's normally, because I have the professional version. Amateur version has a limitation on the amount of layers you can use. Let's see. So I haven't really done a lot with the brushes, but it looks like you can really go in here, and so spacing is what's giving that kind of look, and we could easily modify that spacing. Could add like a different alpha. So say you did want to do a custom alpha or something. Let's do that really quick. Let's do a new layer, and probably like 512 should do it. And I think you want it to be white on black. Yeah, so I'm going to turn that to white. cool shape or anything I can stamp in here. Oh, look at that. It's perfect shape. Oh. Of course I do this. So then we're gonna save this desktop. And I'll do substance, painter. I probably should start saving stuff up because I'm getting more and more into 3D. We're just gonna call this alphas. Alphas and best shape. And then let's go here. Hit OK. Go to the desktop and substance. Alphas. I'm just going to drag this in. And it says undefined, and we want it to be an alpha. Import into, I'm going to say shelf, so it's just into everything. Oh, and I did it the wrong way. Invert it. Save it. Go back. Alpha. Shelf. We don't want that one. Okay, so now, yeah. I'm gonna go to a different material. Thought there'd be another copper. Pure brass. And I'm gonna add the height back in. There we go. So with the brush, let's go back to the brush settings. And let's put the spacing and follow path we're going to turn off, so we can just basically stamp it into place. And now it's going to be best shape inception. Maybe we should stamp one on the ground. But yeah. So yeah, that's kind of what you can do, and we can go back and we can make it pop out further. So now it has the illusion that it pops out even further. See, Substance Painter put their logo in there, but look how great it is for just like stamping a logo on top of there. It looks super cool. Or we can set it in instead of out. Well, it looks like it's set into the object. So much best shape. So you could, there's lots of things you could do with that. Trying to think what they would be, but or you can do the inverse. This is really good for if you wanted to do, say you want to do like little rivets or something. We can make our own custom rivet, so we'll go in here, do another new document. I keep forgetting to do this the right way. So say we want to do like a diamond bolt or something, and then do a new layer. Make it white. And just enter. Scale this up, and then I want to make this look a little bit more depth to it, so we're going to make it a little lower on the sides and higher in the center. So if you're using ZBrush, you can sculpt with this type of thing too. gonna save that, and this one's just gonna be a diamond bolt. Go back into substance, drag it in, define it as an alpha, tell it I want it in my project, my whole folder, and then go over to my alpha here and just type in bolt. So now we have this, and let's just go like here, and I could either go, maybe I wanted to stick out instead of be in. And you could, like if you wanted, you could take this, wait, backface calling. Is that going right through my object? What happens if we do this? Does this go through? I don't remember. Where is it? Go to brush. So file path is off. We could take spacing and turn that way down and just literally sculpt with it. Or like, you could use this to design like a specific, we could have this be little extra details on top of here. So it'll go across here is a little thinner. So instead of doing like a lot of sculpting details, you could just go into Substance Painter. Just paint your model and do it this way instead. It looks like toothpaste. Bloop, 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 bloop. Golden toothpaste. Texture like toothpaste. Lay me down in the toothpaste. Yeah, that's kind of cool. See you, Zoologico. You're welcome. And I'll be painting again. Well, at the end of the month, I'll paint again. That's probably when it will be. But yeah, it looks a little silly, but they do. Yeah. Love you too. Well, I probably should head out. But yeah, I think actually I think there is. Let's undo that. I believe it's just like shift or something. Let's see. I think it's just shift. Yeah, you can just, oh, it's actually has a really nice line tool. Bloop. Bloop. I should just sell software for Substance. And 3D Coat. They should promote me to do sweet software stuff. Yeah, there's precise straight lines. Yep, you can do super precise straight lines just like that. So you could, you know, you could get in here and maybe add some intricate. Boop. Yep. I just forgot to even try it. Doing a stylized texture, what do you guys recommend? Quixel, Photoshop, or Substance? Yeah, that tool is perfect. Stylized textures? 3D Coat by default puts out a little more stylized looking stuff, I think. Like 150 or 200, I think. It's actually one of the nicer line tools I've seen in a program. But yeah, so say we did that, and then we want to, got the gold there, and where's our sandy layer? I feel like this sandy layer should be above this. And then we'll put this one there. Now it's like that other layer is starting to go. Oh, that's super nice. So now the sand's kind of covering those layers too. So we'll call this a gold trim. Let's throw some back here too. And I mean, you can use any material on it. That just happens to be the one I'm using right now. What's that one? Oh, I could have changed the color too. Would have been probably more fitting if I would have used this color. That's fine. So we could go in here and say, so we got our diamond bolt. Close that out. Now I want to use a different material. We could just go in here and paint with like a silver or rock or wood or whatever. Like I could go in here and just paint wood onto the surface. That doesn't really look like wood to me, but it's supposed to be wood. Oh, and on top of that, you can do, so let's go back to our, was I using copper or brass? Copper? No, I was using, oops. I was using brass, so brass, whoops. Let me reselect that brass. So we got a brass, and we want to add normal to it again, so add normal. Oh no, we want to add height. And normal. Oh, just height, yeah. Okay, so I was also going to show everybody, we go back to brush, I believe, and we can choose a stencil. So let's go in here. So just like that elf I showed earlier, we're going to use a stencil instead. So if you want to have like a bigger object or something, you could just go in here and go and literally just paint into the stencil. Which would work if, say, you wanted to have like this object partially broken away. We could just go like this. I'd be like, oh, it got cut away there. Something like that. And you can take this stencil and put it anywhere. You can just paint it over here. Yeah. And let's turn Turn the stencil off. Boom. Also, say I was done with this. I'm like, I like the way it is or whatever. Actually, I'm gonna try putting one more layer up top here. Cancel. Gonna do a new layer. We're gonna go smart materials. I'm gonna look up dirt. Add black mass. Add another generator. Reverse this. Just to get a little bit of extra something on there, and I can go in here and I'll change the color a little bit. Base dirt. Grab our gradient. I might just have a little bit of variance in here. A little bit of randomness. Mask editor. Okay, there we go. I don't know what's going on there. I think that's something to do with my something. So, say we're done with this, we save it, and we want to get it, you know, export it. Export textures. And I can just choose, where is it? Sketchfab. Export. And it literally logs into my Sketchfab account. So I'll say gravestone. Substance painter. A substance painter version of the gravestone. Oops. And now it'll just poop it out into Sketchfab. But yeah, I think that'll be the yeah. So it just poops it into Sketchfab, processes it and everything. But I gotta get going now. That's pretty much all I was gonna work on today. 3D Coat has something similar to this, but I haven't had any success with it where you can just export stuff out like that. But yeah, so that just exports out. Oh, and here we can, I'll pull this up over in Substance Painter. Like this isn't quite set up right yet, so you have to go into your 3D settings and whatnot. Which, if anyone's not familiar with that, I guess I can run through that really quick. And we're just going to do color background, do a gray background like that. And turn on a little bit of post-processing, just a few things here. Depth field, gotta get that vignette on there. Maybe a little bit of a bloom. Hitting the gold and things like that. So we've got that done. Let's turn on some lighting. I'm just gonna load a preset like this, and I'm gonna put it in kind of a little too intense. Yeah. And I'm gonna say these so they don't follow the camera. Hit it with some light. I guess something that would fit in a little bit. We're gonna turn the brightness down a little. And this is giving us kind of a nasty shadow. Wait, which? Oh, it's this light's giving us the nasty shadow. And just modify these a little bit. Oh, this is actually supposed to probably hit the back. I'm gonna make this a little bit more blue, so it's kind of like the sky color bouncing down. But still, we're missing, the materials aren't quite set up right. So we're gonna go displacement. See if there's a displacement. Doesn't look like there is. Let's go normal. There, we need to flip that. See, that looks better now. Notice how it looks like all kind of screwy. Ambient occlusion on, cavity. Turn on ocular. I don't have an emissions on it, so it doesn't matter. Specular and metalness. Let's set it for PBR. I'm just getting that so you can kind of see the background, but I don't want it too bright. Right there. And let's see. Turn down the bloom a little bit. So yeah, there you go. That's how you get it from Substance Painter to Designer and all that stuff. But yeah, I gotta head out. Let everyone have a good evening. And I'll see everybody next time. Take care. Thanks for stopping by the stream. Bye, everybody. Ugh. Ugh.